Hey guys, what is going on? The colors have changed. Destiny is now blue. He's not purple. Will that make him lose? He is not his infamous purple color, the color of his creep. He is now blue. This could be bad. It is on Zelnaga Caverns. Mentalist's choice of map, as Destiny did win the last game. So we'll see what happens this time. Mentalist has been opening up very greedy. In the last game, he just went for the death ball. He's like, I wonder if this will work. This is kind of an old strategy. How do you handle it, Destiny? And Destiny's like, oh, I built a strategy for that build and just stomped over it. It wasn't even funny how much Destiny stomped that game. When his infestors are microed correctly, he is very scary to play against. But when Destiny fails to micro his infestors, all hell breaks loose, because those are very worthless units if they don't cast anything. And Destiny is going to be going for his 11th pull again, I believe. This is the 11th drone. We'll see. There goes an Overlord. And what is he going to be doing? This is a little bit of a funky build coming out from Destiny. And I expect nothing less of him. He has been trying out a lot of openers, trying to find the most efficient way to do it. And he is going to be going for that 11 pull, it looks like. Yes, he gets 11 pull. He's got 3 lava right now. And he's got to build drones. There he goes. He is getting 1 drone, so he wasn't at 3 lava that long. And that's how I judge the openers for ZVZ. If you sit at 3 lava too long, that's bad. That's just bad. You shouldn't do that. So, why is it bad? Because I don't believe you get a 4th lava ever. So, when you sit at 3, that countdown thing's kind of just punishing. It's like having a idle command center when you have 3 lava, pretty much. It's a lot worse than having an idle command center. The 1 probe is going to get surrounded by Destiny, but it ninja walks out, so he gets away. Destiny loses a little bit of mining time, but it's not that big of a deal. We have this gateway going down the 2nd gas, so it looks like Mentalist is going to be playing another expansion-based style. And I give him props for that. He is a Korean that I picked because he likes macro games. And Destiny likes macro games. He has been, I'm not going to lie, he has been kind of getting stomped the past few, the last week he got kind of stomped. So I give an opponent that doesn't favor the early game as much. Destiny's a huge flaw in his play is he doesn't really have an early game. And that's not saying he's a bad player by any means. He's going to be very strong once he works everything out. The thing is, he doesn't have good scouting, so he doesn't know exactly what to build. He kind of knows, he's like, okay, there's 3 zealots, I know exactly. I can build 9 lings. If I micro it correctly, it can take out these zealots, no problem. And I'll have 1 ling left over and be just fine. He's that type of player. So when you have things calculated that much, so you can get to the mid-game or late game as fast as humanly possible, of course you're going to be losing games, because one thing goes wrong, you don't have a backup plan. You just GG. That's your backup plan when one thing goes wrong. And that's kind of what the situation of Destiny is in. And he's also in the situation of people know his playstyle. They know he abuses infestors and know the holes in his playstyle and just abuse that. And he's just got to learn how to handle those builds, and he hasn't exactly done that just yet. We have Mentalist going out with more, with early aggression this time, with 1 Stalker and 1 Zealot, so he's not going to let Destiny get to 200 food. This is a sign of him saying, oh, you're actually good. Huh. I'm just going to send this Stalker and Zealot, and you got to build lings. You can't just build nothing but drones for 6 minutes in the game. You get an 11 pool, and you don't have lings really at 5 minutes. What is wrong with you? So he is going to be abusing this just a little bit. The hatch isn't going to go down, I don't believe. He's going to save it. And a hatch at half health is just as good as a hatch at full health. And he's got to save this. If he doesn't save this, this will be humiliating. He is going to be trying to blow the Spineclaw. The Zealot is coming in. There we go. Spineclaw working his magic. 2 queens coming down. We have Blink on the way. And these queens are going to be vomiting on that. And this queen goes back up. She's like, not my job. My job's to vomit, man. Not my job to attack. Nuh-uh. The Spineclaw did go down, by the way. And Destiny's going to be building 2 more. And again, Blink is on the way along with 2 more gates. So he is going to be going for some Blink Stalker play. This gets heavily shut down by infestors, but this is coming out so quickly. This Blink, let's see, it is 70 seconds done. This was started around 5 minutes and 20 seconds. That is a fast Blink. And this probe going to try to throw down a forward pile, and Destiny is going to scout that. His speed is just about done. So this probe not going to be getting away. He's got a bunch of lings that are going to have to be running back. Stalkers are a bit faster, I think, so they could pick up a few Lings. And this blink is actually going to finish before the Ling speed. And that is how you know it's a fast blink. Link's done. Ling speed is not done quite yet. He has 3 gates up and he is going to be going now. This probe doesn't go down. He shows his blink. Destiny knows it now. And he's got nothing but blink stalkers. But those are very strong. He's saying, hey, he only has Lings. He should be able to counter this. Well, blink stalkers used correctly can do fairly well against Lings. If he mixes in some sentries with this, which he isn't doing, oh my god. And here we go. The stalker's going to come. Probe gives vision of that high ground. They're going to start blinking up. No, they aren't. They're going to start running back here where the Lings can't get us around. But I think it would have been much, well, if he blinked up here, maybe the Lings would have just went for a counter attack. Maybe that's why he didn't do it. But he could have blinked the Stalkers one by one on this high ground if he wanted to and morphed the Zealot or built a pile. Oh, he's got a wall blocking this, so he was safe. He could have blinked them one by one on this high ground and been perfectly fine, but for some reason he chose not to. We do have, let's see what this worker count is at, 24 to 26, and we have a fast Duck Shrine. And there's no layer coming out for Destiny, and this is, again, followed by that extremely fast blink play. You have an extremely fast Duck Shrine. I wouldn't say this is a DT rush because he got blink, but this came out at the 8-minute mark. So 5 minutes and 30 seconds, you get blink. 8 minutes, you get DTs. That is a pretty abusive style, and he's got to expand sometime in the near future if he wants to stay in this game. Eventually he'll just get Raffle Stomp, but Destiny's only 2 workers ahead. Those Ling's going to try to do a counterattack. Those Stalkers got to come back. They got to be careful that they don't get force-fielded on that high ground. And Destiny doesn't really have the army at all to deal with this, to be honest. That many Zealots, 9 Zealots and 10 Stalkers will stomp over 46 Lings. Destiny has to keep these counterattacks going on, but that's extremely risky. All he has to do is morph 3 Zealots at this ramp, block the Lings there, and all the Lings go down for pretty much free. And Destiny has to do something. It's got to be a miracle for him to hold this off. He is getting a Spore Caller, so he has an idea those DTs are on the way. And those Stalkers just going to be going around trying to abuse what they can. The Zealots, this may be what Destiny needs. If he can catch the Stalkers where the Zealots aren't, that'll be extremely good. And let's go over to this production tab. You see +1 just about done. And Destiny is going to get this round. There are 4 DTs actually, and Destiny has to pull back. He has lost that map control now. And now they're coming into Archons, and this is what Destiny has to worry about because he's got just Ling. And Archons do pretty well against Ling. And we're just going to see everything just get decimated. Let's go to these kills. 10, 5, 11, 7. They go down, the Archons, but Destiny losing so many drones. And, yeah, it looks like we will have another game. Maybe he can hold this off, but 17 drones now to the 26 probes. This was such an abusive style coming out from the Mentalist. And you thought those DTs would be stopped after you get the Spore Caller? No, they have Archons. And Destiny, not too happy about that, leaves the game, and we will be going into game number 4.